I went on internet and I saw a group called the Rich Girl Clubs. They asked me to snap a picture of my left hand on my chest. And the oath was saying, I give my body, spirit, and soul in exchange of power and wealth. After burying those papers, I came back to there. I could not sleep. Started having nightmares, hearing footsteps, seeing myself in a deep sea, seeing blood all over me.
The prophetic service of the Ark of God's Covenant Ministry. The man of God Apostle John Chi move in the midst of the congregation. And the Spirit of God leads him to give messages of prophecy to the people. As the Bible clearly states in Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. God has promised not to leave his people in darkness. Jesus Christ is the light of the world, and whoever follows him shall never walk in darkness.
So there's a lady here. You made a blood covenant. That is, they use your blood for a covenant. What are you looking for? If you are looking for money, that is not the way to get the money. When Satan gives you something that gives you temporal peace with his right hand, he will take from you something your life depends on with the left hand. Then use your blood.
Et ils ont utilisé votre sang.
You need to be free.
Vous avez besoin d'être délivré.
If not, you have no peace.
Sinon, vous n'aurez point de paix.
Your days are numbered.
Vos jours sont comptés.
So you can't come here and go back and remain the same.
Ainsi, vous ne pouvez pas venir ici et rentrer tel que vous êtes venu.
So come out and be free.
Sortez,
The Lord will open your way.
sortez, soyez affranchis,
And
le
you will
Seigneur.
find a good way to make money, not by selling your soul, selling your blood.
Sortez et vous recevez votre délivrance.
Come
L'Éternel
out and be free.
vous montrera le chemin pour pouvoir gagner de l'argent, mais pas en servant votre corps ou votre sang.
Man of God, I'm the one you prophesy about the blood. My name is Naomi Manda. I'm from Kumba. I went on internet and I saw a group called the Rich Girl Clubs. I wanted to join.
You are looking for money.
Yes, man of God, and to pass my exams. I've failed. I've read the GC more than 3 times. They asked me to snap a picture of my left hand on my chest. I did it.
And you cut your blood
I put
on a paper.
Yes, man of God.
Alors, je
please,
peux dire que cette jeune fille est sortie pour la
Now you
confirmation.
are being attacked in the dream.
Yes, man
You
of
cannot
God.
sleep.
Yes, man of God. Man of God, you came to my dream and asked me to come and see you.
I came to your dream
Yes, man of
and
God.
asked you to come and see me.
Yes.
Clap for Jesus.
Acclamons merveilleusement pour le Seigneur Jésus-Christ. Cette jeune dame est sortie pour la confirmation de la prophétie concernant
That is why she's here.
qui a fait cette alliance.
So you are welcome.
Elle est effectivement celle que l'homme de Dieu a prophétisée concernant, celle qui a eu à faire un pacte sanguin. Et elle est sortie pour confirmer qu'effectivement, elle est allée sur le net et elle a fait un pacte sanguin. Et c'était pour la richesse et pour ses études. Elle est tourmentée par les démons et la prophétie est tellement certaine qu'elle est sortie. Elle est en train de recevoir sa délivrance.
This generation now, I don't know what we are looking for.
Cette génération, je ne sais pas ce qu'ils cherchent. Et elle a confirmé que dans une vision, elle a vu l'homme de Dieu qui lui a demandé de venir pour recevoir sa délivrance. Téléspectateurs, si vous êtes dans la même situation, connectez-vous.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
La distance n'est pas une barrière. Elle vient de recevoir sa délivrance.
So she's free.
My name is Naomi Manda. I'm from Kumba. The person standing beside me is my mother. I'm here to confirm the prophecy the man of God, Apostle John Chi, gave last Sunday. He said there is a lady here that took a blood covenant. I confirm the prophecy to be true. It started when I saw my friends with luxury things. They were like on their own. They were having their power to say things. So when working with them, I was like, I'm alone because they don't see me as a friend. So I was trying to meet up with them. So one day I went on the internet and I come across a group and I met one lady. She gave me a code and a number to go on WhatsApp and send that code to the person. The group was the Rich Girls Club. So when I sent the code to that lady, she asked me to snap a picture with my left hand on my chest, of which I did that, and she said she would give me an oath to write on a piece of paper. I did that, and she asked me to take a new blade and cut my fingers, my 3 fingers, and place them on those 3 sheets of papers, which I wrote the oath on it. And the oath was saying, I give my body, spirit, and soul in exchange of power and wealth. I did that. I wrote the paper on and placed my blood on it. And she asked me to take garlic and sugar to chew it. So that's where the problem started. And she asked me to burn the paper with 3 candles. I did that. Where she said when everybody is asleep, I should burn the papers and bury them with a blade. After burying those papers, I came back to there. I could not sleep. Started having nightmares, hearing footsteps, seeing myself in a deep sea, trying to survive, seeing blood all over me. I could not do anything that could lead me to the right path. After those dreams, my mother found out about the burning of those papers. She was like, why am I going to join something of which whatever I ask for, she can give to me? After that, I saw myself somewhere I could not even recognize. I woke up one day to read, and when I opened my book, I saw blood all over the book. I'll close the book and run to the bed with so much fear in me that I could not read. And when sleeping, I heard footsteps around trying to say I must complete their oath. They asked me to give a sacrifice. It's either I sacrifice myself or one of my parents. I could not have peace because they asked me for my parents. And each night when my parents are asleep, I'll like open the door, look at them. When I see them, tears going down my eyes, and I will come back to the parlor and sit the whole night without sleeping, asking myself, what if I give my parents now? Who is going to help me tomorrow? My mother has been suffering for me, especially me, not my junior one. She has been suffering for me for so many years and became very rude to my mother. And my junior sister, when we were in the house, we were always quarreling, fighting all the time. I was doing those things under the control and the power that they were about to give me. So one day, I could not sleep at night. So my junior sister, they were looking film where I was inside the parlor. They were looking film. So all of them fell asleep and left the TV on. So the noise was too much. When I turned the TV to the Ark of God TV, they were like preaching going on, and I fell asleep while the TV was on. When I was asleep, I was still dreaming. I saw the man of God in my dream. He came to my dream. He called me by a name just my parents and my other brother can pronounce that name. He called me by my name. I was like surprised. He called me Aliyah. He called me twice. I turned and asked my neighbors, why is this man calling me? We have nothing in common. Why is he calling me? And the name he called, just my parents and my other brother knows about that name, how to pronounce it. Because if anybody wants to pronounce that name, they will pronounce the name by Aliyah. In that dream, he asked me to come see him in Boya, that I should come see him in person, that there is a blood covenant I took, that I need to be delivered from it. So I came here, and the man of God gave a word of prophecy to me, and I confirmed the prophecy to be true. They asked me to give my mother or my father. I asked them, why can I not give any other person outside? They said, no, they want my blood. I stood, I said, no, I cannot give my parents. I stood and I cried for almost 3 days. I could not eat anything. So when I called, my father picked the call and I explained things to him. My father just said, he has heard. So I stood and said, if they are asking for sacrifice, I should give my father.
Alors la jeune dame continue en disant que, ayant appelé le papa et lui ayant fait part de la situation, son père lui a fait savoir qu'il a compris. Elle était dans la désolation par rapport à cette réponse.
After the prophecy the man of God gave me, I went back home. I was so fine. I could not get any footsteps. I haven't slept for so many nights. I slept for the whole day. My mother even came and wake me up that I would get up and go and bathe. I tell her that today I'm not bathing, no. I must sleep. So I'm in good terms with my father and my mother. And no more root to my mother because the man of God delivered me.
So are you still seeing those blood in the dream, seeing people chasing you?
No.
Et elle confirme de même qu'elle ne voit plus ces personnes de ce cercle vicieux qui la pourchassait dans les rêves. Aujourd'hui, elle est totalement délivrée pour la gloire de Dieu.
And I don't have the urge to sacrifice my father again because he came to me and asked me, what is it that I have asked and he has not provided for me? Here is the when I first met, they said I should snap a picture with my left hand on my chest. Then this is the note they gave me to copy, which says, from today I surrender my body, my spirit, and soul to the master of black, and in exchange of power and wealth. So, and they asked me to cut my fingers and place on this paper, at the end of the paper, I should place them on it. So when I place them, I should burn them with this. And this garlic, I should eat the garlic while the things are burning. And I should bury them. This is where I bury them.
Alors, chers téléspectateurs, bien-aimés en Christ, vous pouvez voir sur notre écran un tableau qui correspond aux différentes étapes que la dame a traversées quand elle était entrée dans ce cercle vicieux, les différentes conditions qui lui avaient été données, notamment de placer sa main droite sur sa poitrine en faisant une photo qu'elle devait leur envoyer, et de même que lorsqu'elle avait brûlé, elle s'était coupé le doigt, elle avait mis le sang sur le papier, elle les avait brûlés, elle a recueilli la cendre dans un papier puis enterré. Elle nous fait également savoir que à la suite de cela, elle n'a pas pu avoir une vie paisible jusqu'à ce qu'elle puisse obtenir sa délivrance.
My name's Mabi Judith Anya. This is my daughter beside me. I confirm the prophecy that the man of God gave her. She was a very good child to me, very brilliant. She always gathered children to teach them. But there came a time that she's so rude to me. When I talk to her, she's so rude to me. She will go to school and misplace everything. It misplaced every book. I slept one day in the night like that. I saw fire. What is going on? I get up. It was around 12:01. I went to their own room straight. It's only two of them sleeping. Where is one? I could not, so I shout, Manda, Manda, where are you? I'm outside. Doing what outside? I'm burning some papers, dirty papers. I said, what papers? I opened the door. I saw flames going on. I said, what are you burning there? He said, papers. It's just clean papers that she wants to burn them. In the morning, I took her phone, I checked the phone. So I saw all those things inside. I didn't understand what is there. So the junior sister saw the things and said, oh, Mama, they have sacrificed all of us in the house here. So they were crying. I said, don't cry. I took the pictures. I posted to my other brother. So she didn't know that I know anything about those pictures. When I took the pictures like that, I could not even read what is inside. So one day she called for me that, Mom, I'm going to Pastor Agcomjohnchi's church. I said, okay, you can go. So she came here. The prophecy came up. She called for me. So I'm here now to confirm the prophecies. After she came back, she's very looking good, polite to everybody. And even I talked to her that, please come and do this. She did it because first time she cannot do anything. It's only the junior sister who did everything in the house, cooking anything in the house. It's only the junior sister. But now she came back to the house. She's the one to first to go and cook and even dry clean the house.
My advice to those who are listening to me right now is that they should be contented with what they have. They shouldn't look at the material things outside. My promise is to serve him all the rest days of my life.
Fully for Master Jesus
Acclamons
Christ.
merveilleusement pour Jésus-Christ.